Hello, hello, hello. I'm back again. It's Thursday night today here in Brisbane, and we're just 10 to 7, which is pretty early for me to be able to do this live today. So nice of you to join me. I'm in a different area of our home. This is our lounge dining area, and just behind me you can see I like sitting here because we've got a lot of trees and everything out the front there. It's just a nice place to chill out. You might hear a lot of the birds going off because they like to have lots of conversations with us. Hope everyone is well. How are you all doing today? So today I wanted to talk a bit about, I focused on a bit of change and how to maybe move through change. And what I wanted to talk to you about today is that success is not a smooth, straight line. Hey, George, Siosi, how you doing? Happy New Year. And so I wanted to talk about how the pathway to success is not a straight path. It's not. It's always going to be going up and down and back and forth and round in circles and all sorts of things. And so I think when I was talking a little bit about goal setting on my first video, I'd taken some steps out of a book to set some goals. And then shortly after that, I watched a mastermind video with one of our community where they talked about the need, and he's a NLP trainer as well. He talked about the need to be able to prioritise the right things. And of course, I put my hand up and said you prioritise business and work hours first. Wrong. It's probably the source of my problems is I always prioritise work and George, I know you work really, really hard too and long hours. So I guess the big takeaway from that particular one was he said the very first thing you actually put into your goals and into your day planning is sleep. Can you believe it? Sleep and rest. And so, of course, my question was, well, how many hours do you allow for? And he said his interesting response was, it depends on what everyone finds as a healthy, sleep pattern. But he used the example that Donald Trump only gets 4 hours. Explains a lot, eh? That man needs to go to sleep. So sleep is actually the first thing that's recommended to include because we need to rest. And in order for us to present ourselves in the best possible way and to be focused, we need to have a rested body, which makes a lot of sense. So the next thing, I just wrote a quick list down here, is exercise and meditation. And notice these 3 things that he's prioritised is our self-care, right? And particularly with hard workers, we don't look after ourselves that well. Next minute, we are hitting the wall really quickly. So you're rested, you are taking care of yourself, mind, body and soul. Family and significant others was also then the next one. Making sure that your relationships are strong, and in order to do that, you need to be able to spend time with family. So that's another priority. And lo and behold, work and business were the last things to include in your goal setting and priority focusing. So back to the drawing board I went. Now, shortly after that, I had another mastermind because, of course, goal setting and, what are you going to be achieving for the year is the topic. Everywhere you turn your head, everyone wants to know, are you setting your goals? Have you got something you want to plan towards? And so the next mastermind group, my Satori Prime guys, brothers, thank you so much, Elan and Guy, they were talking about making sure that your goals are actually feelings focused so that you're not just saying, I need to earn, X amount by a certain period of time. You're really translating that to how do you want to feel once you've achieved those goals? How do you want to start feeling now? What does success mean to you? Do you want to feel more loved? Do you want to feel more accepted? Do you want to feel healthier? And so it's really interesting because Anna and I, my daughter and I, had this discussion, and we were talking specifically around the big goal that she achieved last year with her dad. And that was to cycle 100 Ks from Brisbane to Gold Coast. Now, a month before that, Anna hadn't been on a bike for 20 years. So it was a major, major, major challenge for her. And halfway at the 50th K mark, her back caved in. Like, well, it got really, really painful. Anna's always had lower back problems and things like that, but it really played up at 50 Ks, halfway down. But the thing that kept her going through that pain was that she had visualized putting her hands up in the air and celebrating crossing the finish line with her dad. That's what it kept her going. We were at the finish line when they arrived, and they looked like they could have done another 10, 20K. But when I actually got to see her, the first thing she said was, "Oh my God, I'm not going to do this again," because she was in so much pain. But on reflection, she was so glad she did it because she managed to smash through a lot of those things. So these are the feelings. This is when, that focus of what you want to achieve in your feelings really holds you up in those moments when things are really challenging, stuff's happening, and it's really you have to get through that in order to be able to get back on to the path of success that you're wanting to achieve. And so what that opens up for me is this other thing is, you think you're going to be going in a certain direction. That's my pen walking along and talking. But there are times when new lessons come up, and so you pivot and you do a quick, you pivot around. It's a little bit like netball. You've got one foot in one area and you're sort of using the other foot to pivot around, make the changes that you need to, and it's all good, I know some people, and I guess I was like that many years ago too, you'd pick a certain path, and if it wasn't working, you'd be like, "Oh, whatever, this isn't working, give up," right? But really it's about this is how you build your resilience, is being able to say, right, okay, that was a good lesson. Right, okay, what next? We need to just adjust. So pivoting and adjusting as you start to, get your life experience, learn some extra new things that come through, and being open to that. So, hey, George, I hope that's helped, and I hope you're well, my brother. It's good to see you here. That's all I wanted to talk about today is, that ability to make changes and adjustments and go with the flow. Be like water, Bruce Lee. Be like water. All right then. Hey, take care, hey. Now listen, if you're watching this on the replay, hit hashtag replay and let me know where you are watching this from. Hey, Tapu. Or Josie, sorry. I'm just finishing up now. Take care, everyone. I'm so glad that it's just starting to... The sun's coming down now, but I made it before dark. All right. God bless. Love to you all. Bye-bye.